Hello and welcome. This is FIDE Master and FIDE Trainer Vedant Goswami. Today we are going to see a interesting instance from a game of Mikhail Tal, a basic calculation problem, a typical situation which happens in a lot of games on a daily basis. So let us look at the position. So Tal is black and he has just played bishop h5. Okay. And his opponent, Robert Hubner, one of the strongest grandmasters of the 1980s, is white, and it is white to move. Now, white has many options. The simplest being maybe, knight c4. Knight is about to take e4, but nothing much can be done about it because rook e3 can be played, but is very artificial and prevents the development of the bishop. And bishop c5 can attack it, and rook a to e8 actually will be the simplest one, forcing the knight to move away, and then black can recapture the pawn. So white has to make a move, and there, like I said, there are multiple options, and we have to consider all of them. So white chose to play bishop f4. So very interesting move. White completes the development and provides extra support to the knight on e5, and also is ready to bring the rook to e1. So looks like a very logical move. It is, but every move in chess has to be backed up by concrete calculation. So the main purpose of this particular lesson is basically to notice the position of the bishop on f4. It is an unsupported piece for the moment. And as Dr. John Nunn famously coined the term, loose pieces drop off. If you have pieces which are loose, which are unsupported, you might as well end up losing them very soon, okay, because they will be a target of some tactics from the opponent. So though bishop f4 is a very interesting move, because it completes development, looks very logical, but there is a big tactical loophole. So what it is? First of all, it is unsupported. Okay. And secondly, and this is also something which I notice very commonly in the game. So let us say if you have a piece, lot of my students find it very difficult to remove the piece, and they just keep supporting it. Even let us say knight is not doing anything, it is not attacking anything, and it itself is a target of attack. So there is not much sense in having the knight on e5. Okay, so a logical move would have been like simple knight c4, and after knight e4, knight takes d6, and agreeing for a equal game. But sometimes, it is not that Hubner was weak in tactics or anything, but he's looking for many things. Maybe he's looking for a chance to have an advantage because for the moment, he has extra pawn. So he plays this bishop f4 move. Now, as we already saw, the bishop f4 is unsupported, and Tal, with his extremely keen tactical vision, noticed this immediately and played the move bishop into f3. Now the game is lost suddenly, because let us see the variations. So if the knight goes back, the game is lost because the bishop on f4 is supported and can be simply captured, leaving black a piece up. So there it goes. And if the rook goes, now see, we have this beautiful knight h5 attacking the defender. So now let us see what are the things possible. If the bishop goes, I simply take the bishop and then I take the knight. Again, we are winning a piece. So, and what else? And let us say pawn takes. Okay, pawn takes, totally possible. Again, same, hitting the defender of the e5 knight, and there is no way to defend both the pieces at the same time. So very interesting, very common, and very instructive mistake keeping a piece unsupported. So unless you are sure that you have calculated everything or you are a supercomputer, there is always a chance that when you place a piece unsupported, that mistake will be punished by the opponent. Okay, so a very interesting learning, and this is something that you should always take care in your games. When you are putting a piece to an undefended square, be extremely careful about it, and otherwise, if it is possible, totally avoid it. Okay, so with this, we'll conclude this particular lesson. And always remember, loose pieces drop off. Okay, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Do subscribe to be notified of the upcoming lessons. And thank you so much for watching.